Extreme Barcelona.
Here at Parc Fòrum, right next to the ocean.
1, 2, 6.
Where the ocean is lapping at the side of our skate park level.
Whoa! This is Daniel Dare's transfer, no-handed 720 again.
Danny Leon, the champ.
Oh, backstage this
This
This is like one of my favorite contests for
It's
sure.
always so fun. Barcelona's sick.
Thank you very much.
Welcome, guys. Welcome back to the Barcelona Urban Series in Barcelona, and I'm here joined by Catfish, and we're going to
Hi, guys.
BMX Street Final for you guys.
How are we doing? This is going to be a fun one. I'm stoked to be involved again in the Urban World Series. Obviously, Barcelona is one of the hot spots worldwide for BMX. Nick, you've lived there for a long time. What's the vibe like in Barcelona today?
Epic, sunshine as always. Good vibes.
The course looks amazing. A big shout out to the course constructors as always. It's looking really good. It looks like Jack Miller is your #1 qualifier going into today's finals. This should be a very, very interesting BMX Street Finals. Did you get a chance to see any of the qualifying, Nick?
I didn't so far. No, I've been pretty busy today.
Yeah, it's I didn't get a chance to see it either, but it looks like the weather's perfect. The crowd looks like they're into it, and we're gonna have ourselves a really good time today.
So, Catfish, do you want to explain how the layout works for the judging?
Sure, certainly. The judging for this one it's actually pretty simple. The riders are going to get two 45-second runs, and after those 45-second runs, they're going to get 3 single trick attempts. Both 2 of those trick attempts will count towards their final score, and when the smoke clears, we will have ourselves a BCN Extreme Street champion. I believe there's 8 riders in this final. Looks like the field is pretty well mixed up. We got a couple different countries represented in there. This should be fun. I see Anthony Perrin out on the course. I see Jack Miller is obviously out there. We're missing some faces. I know that Devin Smiley in the past, he's won this thing in the past. and have not seen him out here. So I don't think he's made it out to Barcelona this year. But this should be a really good event. As I mentioned before, Barcelona is pretty much the street mecca for BMX riding worldwide. And there's some Barcelona locals that we've got in this competition. We've got guys from other parts of the world. So this should be a good one.
Yeah, for sure. There's definitely going to be a lot of epic riding going to be happening today. I hope the guys are able to throw down and get down what they want to land.
You know, we see some guys that maybe didn't make it into the finals. I saw that Harrison Akari was there. We're going to have to wait and see the actual list for the finals. This contest always brings out some of the best riding in years past, and I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that you can't not have fun when you're in Barcelona. Barcelona is one of the best places to be, especially for BMX. The weather looks amazing. Is it hot there, Nick?
Yeah, it's pretty toasty. It's like 28,
Yeah.
I think.
I don't know what that is in American, but it seems like it's hot. But this should be good. The crowd looks ready and amped. It's always great to see all the BMX riders supporting each other. So again, how it's going to work, the riders are going to get 2 45-second runs, and then we're going to give them 3 single trick attempts, and their best run plus 2 single tricks will make their score. 200 points total. Run could be 100 points, and then each single trick will be 100 points. So it looks like we're lining the gentlemen up for the intros. I see Fernando Latsko is in there, another Barcelona local. Where's Alvaro Esquivel from Costa Rica? There's Jack Miller. So 8 riders in this final. Stoked to see Anthony Perrin in there, the Frenchie that has lived in Barcelona for the last 10 years or so. He's also no stranger to the finals. So this is going to be a good one. And a lot of times people want to ask, how do you win? How are you going to win this thing? The way you're going to win this thing is staying on your bike. No mistakes. That's what the judges want to see. So Jack Miller, your #1 qualifier from the UK. The second qualifier, your #2 qualifier, Sasha Cambone from France. This kid is absolutely phenomenal. And we got one of the Spanish riders, Pau Salsa Cabeza, representing 360 BS, one of the best bike shops in all of España. Saúl Villar, another amazing Spanish rider. There is the Frenchie, Anthony Perrin. Nick, we've had the pleasure of riding with Anthony. He is on a whole different level when it comes to trick knowledge and being able to pull tricks 1 or 2 tries in.
Yeah, he's pretty consistent rider, and that makes sense. He's in the finals every year pretty much. So.
Yep. And there's Alvaro Esquivel. We talked about him earlier. He is from Costa Rica. Incredible rider. The German/Spaniard Fernando Latsko doing it for Monster Energy and Vida BMX. They had a big jam earlier this week in Universitat de Plaza. Looked like it was a good time. Did you get a chance to go out to that one?
Yeah, I went out there for a little bit.
Looked like it was.
I got like half of the BMX, I think, but it was
looked
pretty
like
epic.
It was a fun time. Yeah, it's not too often you get a BMX jam in a skate spot.
In the middle of the city.
in the middle of the city. Yeah, but that's the beauty of BMX, and then that's the beauty of Barcelona. It just thrives on creativity. It's just good energy, and I have a feeling we're going to get some good energy out of these riders here. So we've got a little under an hour. Here's your start list: Jack Miller, Sasha Cambone, Paul Sala Cabeza, Sal Villar, Anthony Perrin, Alvaro Esquivel, Fernando Latsko, and Eduardo Rodriguez from Argentina. The stage is set, and we are about to get into this. Beautiful backdrop. Oh, I wish I could jump in that sea right now.
Yeah. I've been thinking that earlier during the skate contests. So the start list will be running in reverse, is that right, Catfish?
I believe so. We're going to have to see. Yeah, it looks like he's getting ready. So Jack Miller. Jack walked away with third place in 2023. 45 seconds on the clock. Here goes the UK's Jack Miller. Start things off with that over Smith grind. Coming back the other direction. That's an ice pick when you grind on the back peg. Disaster to bar spin. Feeble to bar spin. Something else to keep in mind is the judges want to see consistency. That's what's going to get you on that podium. Every single trick counts. The judges keep track of every single trick. Nice double peg to over there. 10 seconds. We're going rail ride.
Oh, drop the Manny there.
Yeah, he was looking for a line there. 3, 2, 1. That'll be your number one qualifier, Jack Miller. Solid performance. I mean, in the finals, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't want to have any mistakes. And the most important thing, obviously, is staying on the bicycle, as we talked about. If you want to win this competition, you got to stay on that bicycle. So he did that. He had a few bobbles, but he didn't fall or he didn't crash, didn't put his foot down. So Sasha Cambone, I got to tell you, Nick, this kid is something else. You want to talk about the future of French BMX riding? He is just so incredibly talented.
Yeah. I mean, he's being 18 years old. Definitely the next generation coming.
Is he 18 or 16? I think he's 16. I'm pretty sure he's 16. But he's dropped two amazing video parts this year, and he is just incredibly talented. And it's one thing to be an amazing street rider when you're out riding with your friends, but to be able to pull it together for 45 seconds, it really is a testament to how good of a rider you are or you're capable of riding. So here we go. Starting off tooth hanger down the rail. One on top of the big sub, bar spin off. Again with the ice pick, grinding on that back peg. Oh, looking for that bar spin to manual.
It's pretty difficult landing in a Manny on a quarter pipe.
For sure. In the middle of your run, no less. Oh, going upside down with it. That was a flare. Getting some flares out of the street guys. Sasha knows that first run is going to be his throwaway run. So even with 15 seconds left on the clock, Sasha is going to go off, regroup, figure it out for run number 2. Let's take a look at some of this. I think he was looking for a bar spin up, and then he bar spins off. So if he would have hit the bar spin up, that would have been a great combo line.
Yeah, I would have thought he'd go like bar spin, Manny, and then bar spin off or something like this.
Yep, for sure. So Jack Miller will stay in the lead with his first run score, 75.33. Cambone, 35.67, won't cut it. All right, Paul Sala. Let's see what you got in the finals, my friend. Here we go. Pegs up. Bar spin out of that little in and out section. Okay, 180 pegs down the hubba to 180 out. Tooth hanger over that rail. Under 30 seconds to go. Pegs up, bar spin, that'll count. 180 disaster is what we call that trick in BMX. Another ice pick. 10 seconds. Call that one a kick flip or a crank flip. What do you call that, Nick? Kick flip or a crank flip?
I call it a crank flip. Well, yeah, but it all means the same, I guess. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I think there's 3 different things you can call that: kick flip, crank flip, or luck flip to pay homage to the guy that invented it, Lucky. So I think that's going to be a great score. Stayed on the bike, had a few mistakes right there. I think maybe he wanted a bar out of the middle section right there.
Yeah, it looks
That'll
like it.
score well. 180 in, 180 out. Pegs in the middle. So Pau Sal will be on the board. I think his score will certainly eclipse Sasha's. Will that be enough to knock Jack Miller out of that first spot? And it's not 53.33, so Jack Miller stays in the lead.
Who we got dropping in next, Catfish?
This is going to be Salvila, one of the Sabrosa riders. He's an awesome rider, too. Let's see what he starts out with. Bar spin. I couldn't tell if that was an ice or a manual. Regardless, that was a high-scoring line.
We're going to say, what is something there?
Yeah. Let's see what we got here. Going back down over tooth. And as we mentioned before, you want to pack as many tricks in your run as possible. Nice rail ride to bar spin. He's got 15 seconds on the clock.
He might have lost a little momentum halfway through there.
Yeah, and that's a great point, Nick. That's something else that the judges look for and the riders want, is to keep their momentum going. Oh, that was an awesome line right there. Pegs the crook, 180 out. Awesome run for Sal.
It's pretty difficult to put a run together and execute. Like, if there is anything that comes up that you don't get, you kind of have to think on the spot, and like there, maybe he had to come up with something that he wasn't expecting, you know?
For sure, and that's a great point because, with BMX, things are happening so fast, and all these riders, they have a blueprint in their mind of what they want to do. Sometimes before their runs, you'll see the riders, mentally or even with their hands pointing out where they want to do what tricks, and sometimes things don't go as the plan, and then you've got to accommodate if things don't go the way you want to. So Villar popping up into the second place with a 66.33. That was a great run. I'm excited to see this next rider. Nick, you and I are both friends with him. Like I said, we've ridden with him many, many times in the great city of Barcelona. Psyched to see him riding in front of his hometown crowd.
Yeah, I'm stoked to see him in the final. Good friend of mine for sure, and excited to see what he's got here.
What do you think he's listening to right now?
I would say some reggaeton, maybe.
Reggaeton? Okay. The good thing about Anthony is, look, he's just aside of being sweaty, he just looks like very stylish. He's typically very French. And not only on his look, but his riding as well. Let's watch what the Frenchie's got in his first visit in the finals. Wow.
Nice. I think he just jumped in the sea before he started riding.
Could have been. Cool off before you heated up on the course. Little nose 180 off that hubba. 20 seconds for the Frenchie. Tooth over. Again, a tooth is when they grind on the front peg. An ice pick is when they grind on the back peg. He's setting up for something here. Whoa! Big truck driver down that middle section. A truck driver is a 360 while throwing the handlebars 360. First rider to go that direction. So that'll be a good scoring run for Mr. Anthony Perrin.
Yeah, it was a pretty solid run. I think he'd be stoked on that.
Yeah, as you mentioned before, one of the things that when I always talk about Anthony, about being fortunate enough to ride with him, I always let people know, I said, when I would go ride with him in Barcelona, he would pull stuff 1 or 2 times. I never really saw him trying tricks. How some people it takes them, 15, 20 minutes to an hour to pull tricks. He was just always so consistent. And we're seeing some of that consistency here. Perrin's score coming in right now. Will he be able to crack into the top 3? The judges figuring out the scores.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think that 360 bar spin, aka truck driver.
There we go, first place. Is that
Oh
87?
yeah, 87.33.
Huge score.
Good for Anthony. Great run. So now it's awesome when you do that, when you throw down in your first run, because then you can do what he's doing right there. Just chill, have a little sip of water, and let everybody try to catch you. Oh, this next man, representing Costa Rica, he is definitely a fan favorite. He is a favorite of mine as well. Alvaro Esquivel from Costa Rica. He made the move to Barcelona a few years ago. He's got incredible whips. He's got incredible nose wheelie ability. Here we go. Let's see what he's got.
Just whipping in.
Downside whip to drop in. That was awesome. Expect some big things out of this guy. Whoa!
That's really hard to throw into a run.
Yeah, he is just so good on the front end of that bicycle. Tooth hanger is what we call that one. 180 bar spin. We call that one a foot jam nose pick. None of these riders are running brakes, so if they want to stop on the front wheel, they got to jam their foot in the tire. Feeble bar. Look at that one, downside whip transfer. This is going to be a great run for Alvaro. Another nose wheelie. Wow, rail ride to whip off. This is awesome. Whoa, Bluetooth nose pick. Hands free. Hang nothing.
Epic run so far, Captain.
Feeble one. Can he pull it? Oh my
yeah.
goodness, Nick. What a run for the Costa Rican. I just had the pleasure of hanging out with him earlier this year in Montpellier, France at the big FIS event that everybody is very familiar with, UCI event.
That was a sick first run.
Wow, downside whip. You don't see that trick very often.
It's pretty risky to do at the beginning.
As a drop-in, absolutely. I mean, you're either crazy or you're very confident to start your runoff with that trick, especially being your first run. A lot of riders, like I said earlier, they want to get a solid run. They don't want to have any mistakes. But Alvaro, obviously, incredibly confident, incredibly talented. This might be the highest scoring run of the day, for sure, for sure. He needs an 87.34 or better to eclipse the Frenchie Anthony Perrin. Will that be enough?
I would have thought he would score better than that, but yeah.
Okay, I thought he would have too, but you know what? We are not judges. We are just announcers. So another transplant, Fernando Lasco. He's been a Spanish resident for quite some time, representing Monster Energy. And Vida Co. Big shout out to the Vida boys. Some local BMX riders from Barcelona started their own company. And they picked up one of the best, Fernando Lasco. 45 seconds on the clock. Here we go.
Fernando is
awesome.
really consistent as well, rider.
Yeah,
Always
starting off
landing.
that opposite ice pick. Over tooth. Oh, look at that one. Little bunny hop up to carve. Going ice pick
Maintaining the
the
speed,
other
yeah.
direction. Yeah. He's also a seasoned veteran. Fernando is no stranger to major BMX competitions. We don't get to see him too much at competitions anymore. He's kind of laid back, done the straight street stuff, working on his company, Vida.
One
5
more.
seconds on the clock. All right, pegs over. Call that one a predator. Full pull for Fernando Lasco. As we mentioned before, his company Vida really into promoting the culture of BMX. They threw a massive jam earlier this week in Barcelona. Everybody was there. They threw it at a spot that's typically not BMX friendly. It's a skateboard spot, the Plaza de Universitat, but the turnout was amazing. Give them a follow on Instagram, VidaCo. There's that.
It's pretty
predator.
Pretty difficult to hop pegs to pegs.
For sure. He's strength is definitely one of his fortes. You can tell he's a very powerful rider. So let's go. Awesome. First visited the course. Where are they going to put him? If you look at the scores are all over the place. But that's only after one run. We get 2 runs in this competition, and then they'll get 3 individual trick hits. When the smoke clears, we will have ourselves an Extreme Barcelona Street champion.
Where do you think? Oh, there we go. 5th. Nice. 67.
Okay.
Still some work, but
67.67.
solid first run.
Yeah, for sure. They've got the score on the board. They know what they need to do. And it looks like our last rider, Ed Rodriguez from Argentina. Here we go, Eduardo. Let's go. Start things off. Suicide no-hander. Tooth over. Oh, wow. Crank on bar spin, tail whip up. Looks like was that a double truck driver? Opposite tail whip. This is going to be a high-scoring run if he stays on his bike. Wow.
Huge.
Tire ride to double bar spin. Coming back the other way. Tire ride to tail whip. Holy moly. If he stays on his bike, this might be a top 3 run. 3, 2, 1.
Yes.
What a run for the man from Argentina, Eduardo Rodriguez. Wow. So much talent. And it goes without saying, there is so much incredible talent that comes out of Argentina. There's a ton of riders that actually move from Argentina to Barcelona specifically to ride BMX. Shout out to all the Argentinians. We got a couple Argentinian judges as well. Yeah, we got a couple Argentinian judges as well. Shout out to Santi. Shout out to Axel Jurgens. So will this run be enough to get him into first place? So now it's a waiting game. So we're going to go back to the top of the running order.
Some pretty good
Jack
runs.
Miller. Yeah, Jack Miller, he is no stranger to the podium here at Barcelona Extreme. He would love to leave BCN with a medal. Here we go. Tires, barred back down. Gap to tooth. Gap ice 360.
Halfway bar there.
Oh.
Unfortunate.
Again, that's going to hurt you. As we talked about in the beginning, the judges want to see perfection. Falling off your bike is not going to cut it, unfortunate for Jack. He can end with something big here. 3 seconds on the clock. What are we going to get?
Looks like he wants a little line there. Double tire.
Yeah.
Manning.
And we have seen in the past here at Extreme Barcelona, lines can get you a lot of places. A lot of people love using manuals. That's balancing on that back wheel. Let's see the beginning of his run. Started off strong. Tire ride, bar.
Switch bar.
Oppo bar out. This is a 360 nose bonk.
So technical. Get that front wheel on the ledge.
So Miller will stay with the 75.33 for his first run. That second run score will be his throwaway. As we come to Sasha Cambone. See what Sasha's got for us again. Incredibly talented young Frenchie.
See if he can get a full pull on this run.
Yeah, I would love to see it. He's so technical, and he can do big park tricks as well. 360 whips, 360 trucks, flips. So here we go with the Frenchie. Let's see what Sasha's got for us. Come on, Sasha. Start things off. Bar spin to ice. Over tooth. Pegs on the sub. Oh, it looks like he wanted a bar spin out. He's still okay, though. Stay on that bike, Sasha.
Oh,
And I had to
unfortunate.
open my big fat American mouth. Gosh.
Don't say it.
Pegs up bars. Smith won.
Well, there we go. Big trick.
Okay, that'll score some points for him. The crowd
Variety.
loves
That's what
those
they want to
backflips.
see.
Yep. Up the hubble, switch whip. Another flare, 5 seconds.
He's the only one
Nollie
doing that
bar.
right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
Tooth hanger bar. That last trick was pretty crazy.
He came back from that slip at the beginning. He definitely made the most of it.
Yeah, so I think this score will definitely be better than his first run score.
What's going on with his t-shirt?
I was just wondering about that. It looks like an American redneck on the back of his t-shirt. It looks like my neighbor, actually. Tires up, double bar. We call that one a Smith to 180 out. And that's called a flare. We call it a flare because it's half of a flip, half of an air. It was invented by Matt Hoffman, the legend. There's another great look at a flare. It's basically a backflip with a twist. So where will Sasha Cambone go? So he ups his running, but pretty much, yeah, his first run was a 38, second run 62, so not too shabby. Here's Powell. Cabeza.
360 Barcelona, local BMX shop.
Yeah, shout out to 360 BS. They've saved me from so many flat tires when I'm in Barcelona.
There we go. Crank flip.
It looks like he was going for a tire ride right there. 360 BS is also one of the sponsors of Barcelona Extreme. Thank you for that.
It looked like he was wanting something more there in that run.
Yeah, I think, you know, in the finals, and I can't speak for all these riders, but there's definitely a level of nerves that come into play with these riders. You know, you can be the best rider in the world, but when the spotlight's on you and everybody's watching, the nerves sometimes get to you.
Yeah.
And I think some of these riders are experiencing that here.
Well, it comes into the fact he's fairly young as well. It's also like doing a lot of contests previously, you gain experience and you get more comfortable.
For sure. Guys like Fernando, guys like Anthony, guys like Alvaro, they've been doing this for years, so it's second nature to them. But it comes with the territory, and that's what builds good riders. You got to start out somewhere. So the young riders get the experience.
He improved his score.
Improved a little bit. So Salvalar will have his second visit to the course.
Oof,
okay,
gap
bar ice. That was great.
Blasting the course.
Yeah, pegs, double bar spin. Drop down two.
Looks like he's hitting everything on the way as well.
Yeah, and that's something else. One of the criteria the judges love to see is they want to see use of course. Just drop the foot right there. I don't think that's going to affect him too much. Staying on the bike is key.
I don't think it hit the ground, so he might be okay.
10 seconds on the clock, getting a lot in there. Alley-oop tail whip.
Nice.
Crook 180. That'll score well. 3, 2, 1. Great run for Salvalar.
Triple combo.
The Sabrosa rider, Shadow BMX.
Definitely an improvement to his previous run.
Take a look at some of the replays here. That was bar spin to switch ice, I believe.
Perfect.
Yeah, that was a really good run. Start off with that bar switch ice. Pegs, crook, 180.
That's quite a lot happening on that rail. It's not that long.
Yeah,
You really get on, move over, and 180 off. It's quite a lot.
So Saul jumps up to 4th place with a 79. His first run score was a 68. So he's got to be stoked on that. Still has a chance to advance. So Anthony Perrin will have his second visit to the course as we see Fernando Latsko.
What do you think Anthony's listening to for this lap?
That's a good question.
Well,
Maybe
I think it's one of your
maybe the theme song from Titanic, maybe. Let's see what we got here. Anthony starting off with a switch ice. No, regular ice, sorry.
Nice.
Wow.
There's a lot happening in that.
Yeah. Tooth 180, bar spin. Oh, wow.
Yes.
Nose wheelie. First one of those we've seen on that obstacle. Nose wheelie down.
Pretty big hover.
Yeah. Well, nose bonk over the rail. Setting up for something here.
Huge truck.
Another big truck driver. Yeah, Anthony. Three, two, one.
Oh.
His heart will go on. I don't know what he's listening to in there, but always awesome to see Anthony Perrin ride. He is just, like Nick and I said earlier, he's just so consistent.
He's ridden a lot of contests over the years. He knows what he's doing.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. And he's another rider that really excels at whatever you put in front of him. He can ride trails. He can ride transition. His heart is obviously in the streets, but he is an incredibly, incredibly talented rider who's been on the scene since his early teens.
You can definitely ride under pressure, I can say that much.
Yeah, that's one of his fortes for sure.
Which is great for contest riding.
Yeah. All right, Alvaro Esquivel from Costa Rica. This guy's got some fans out here. One of the cool things about Alvaro is he always has a smile on his face. He always has such a good vibe. Starting off with that downside tail whip dropping.
Like it's nothing.
Like it's nothing. Again, he is so talented on the front wheel.
Oh, he kept
with the
it.
bar
That's
spins. Tooth hanger. 180 bar up. Downside, half cab out. Stayed on the bike though. Let's go. 25 seconds, lots of time.
Got a little squirrely. Let's hope he can bring it back.
Yeah, come on, Alvaro. Wild nose wheelie.
Yeah, on that drop ledge.
Yeah, rail ride. Whip off. How about that?
Yeah.
Again, with the hang nothing is what that's called. That's a flatland trick. Yeah, he's so good. I don't think that'll hurt him because that was after the score, but don't see that too often. He works so hard. If you follow him on social media, you see he is constantly putting in work. And he's an incredibly well-rounded rider. What I mean by that is he can do tech stuff. He can do big drops, truck drivers down big stair sets. He's got all kind of whip lines every direction. This is 180 bar. Watch this. Half cab downside out.
He kept on the bike.
Don't see anybody doing that.
He got it.
This one, rail ride to whip out. As we talked about that wild nose wheelie he did earlier. Here it is. That's called a hang nothing. It's a BMX flatland trick.
So steep.
But Alvaro has so much skill on the front end of that bike. Not to mention that downside tail up dropping. I don't think I've ever seen anybody drop into a quarter pipe like that.
Like he doesn't even think about it. He just gets on the pedals and does it. Like, no problem.
So his first run score is going to be the keeper score. So he's currently in 3rd place. With 2 riders to go, he can still get knocked out of that podium. But we still also have
3 rounds of
3
best trick.
hits. Yeah, 3 runs of best trick.
See what Fernando's got. Needs to try and improve his run here.
Let's go, Fernando. Repping his new company, Vida BMX.
Slipped off the rail a bit there.
Oh, nice toboggan. First one of those we've seen today. Over tooth. Again, the tooth is grinding on that front peg. Another one, nose to tooth. Quick little tooth 180. Lots of time.
Looks like he was trying to get something there.
Yeah.
Nice 360 nose bolt. Or G10, I would
What's he
say.
going to finish with here? All right. He's got to be stoked on that one. Fernando's another rider that excels at transition riding or street riding. He's kind of focused on street riding the last couple of years, but
Definitely well-rounded.
Amazing. Yeah, for sure.
This is pretty difficult.
Yeah. Good
It
call on
looks
that
like
one.
nothing, but it is pretty difficult.
Yeah, we do call that a G-turn. Pegs to over pegs. Call that one a predator grind. So his first one score 67-67. If he wants to jump up into the top three, he's got to be better than 82.68.
That's how you got 70. So he
70,
improved, but he's still
He
in
does
sixth.
improve. So he's stoked on that one. All right. Eduardo Rodriguez, last run. Here we go. Starting things off, suicide no-hander.
Nice. Oh.
Wow, quick little gap there. That could have been bad. Stay on that bike. Crank arm bar on the Hot Wheels feature. Tail whip up. 360 whip. First one of those we've seen here in the finals. Oppo whip.
That's a big trick on that obstacle.
For sure. Wow. Rail ride, double bar spin. Coming back with the rail ride.
Nice. One more. Oh, yeah.
Rodriguez
Definitely made the
with a
most of
solid
that.
performance. Oh, yeah, for sure he did. I got to see what he did in his first run score. I think that'll definitely knock that one out of the park.
I think he
Look at some of
definitely
these replays.
definitely improved on his first run.
So Rodriguez first run score was a 90.67. So will he improve
Oh.
on that?
Looks like that was his second run score, was a 90. So there we go. Such a big trick on that little
Yeah.
transition. The gap's not really that big for fitting all of that in.
Yeah, that's a heavy trick. Certainly helped the score. So he does improve his
Oh, he
score, 91. So as it stands right now, Rodriguez, Anthony Perrin, and Alvaro in the podium spot. But we have best trick attempts. So they're going to go one at a time. They each get one attempt per line. I'm not sure if they're going to let them. I think they'll go in order.
Yeah, they go in order as the starting order, and yeah, basically it's best. You're scored for 2 of your 3 best tricks, so they basically have to land 2 solid tricks, and they could have 1 throwaway, but ideally they want to land all 3.
So it looks like the riders are going to go to where they feel comfortable starting at.
This is where you might see maybe some combination tricks coming in.
Yeah.
linking something together with a manual or something like this, or you know.
Yeah, manuals will certainly, because a manual can just extend the trick. All right, so Jack Miller starting off. What are we going to see here?
Which is, yeah, it looks like he was trying to get some, like a Manny maybe out of that and then link it to
Yeah.
the next obstacle.
All right, Sasha
Looks like-
Cambone.
Looks like the top three are only separated by less than 10 points.
Yeah.
So it's still all to play for.
So let's see what Sasha's going to do here. There's that line we talked about, air to manual.
Nice.
Feeble nose bar.
It looked like he wanted to throw a bar spin, I would say, into that manual though.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But that's what he's looking to get overall. So hard to land in a quarter pipe in a manual after doing an air. You're coming down with so much speed and there's such a fine balance point you have to land in.
So let's see what we got out of the Frenchie. So Paul Sal Cabeza will have his go.
Is Anthony going? Or?
No, I think it's Sala Cabeza right there.
Oh, yeah.
As we see the familiar steps of the infamous Fòrum in the background for our non-BMX fans. It's when there's not a BMX contest going on. At Extreme Barcelona, there's also lots of stuff to ride right where this competition is being held. Here we go. Oh.
Looks like he's going for a big combo. Maybe fakey back to the quarter pipe and...
Possibly, yeah.
Sure.
So each rider gets 3 attempts.
Two best attempts go through.
Correct. So Saul Villar will have his first attempt at best trick. Okay.
On the big rail, up to whip.
See if we get a replay of that one. So switch pegs. To whip. So scores are bouncing around here a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit of mix up here. Everyone getting their first best tricks out.
Right.
So after the first round, it will be a bit more clear on who's winning. But it's also anyone pretty much in the hundreds is going to be with a best trick already counted onto their score.
Got it.
More or less. He wanted more from that for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe the Titanic music isn't cutting the custard.
You better put some drum and bass in.
You could probably put on one of your music videos.
Yeah, he could do that for sure. Nose 180. It's a wild one. Nose.
He wants
180.
bar
Might have
spin
wanted
for
a bar.
sure.
Yeah, he definitely wanted a bar spin in there. That'll be a high score. I mean, that's a hard trick regardless. But if he gets that bar spin in there, that'll be big.
Yeah, as soon as the judges they see that he wants extra, then they obviously know that there's more to give there.
Right, for sure. So Alvaro, the Costa Rican, can't wait to see what this guy's got up his sleeve.
This could be something crazy.
Yeah, I mean, he's very unpredictable. He's incredibly talented. Probably the best street rider to ever come out of Costa Rica, I would say.
He was looking at something on the obstacle at the end, the quarter pipe, invisible quarter pipe, transparent. For the people. Let's go.
Here we go.
Oh
My gosh. Rail ride, 180 downside tail whip.
That's so hard to pop out of the rail ride.
I mean, with
you want to naturally
just
turn the front wheel, but then you see what I mean? It's like it's hard to stay on the rail.
I think he might have had that trick had he not hit that other ramp transition.
Yeah.
So we know what's in his bag of tricks that he wants to go. And again, each rider has 3 attempts at this, so he's got another chance to come back and send it. So Fernando, let's go. Let's go. The riders are explaining to the cameraman where they're going to be at, so the cameraman and women can get the best shot. A big shout out to the AV team here at Extreme Barcelona. Always on it. So fun to watch from 6,000 miles away.
Looks like he wants something on the Hot Wheels rail.
Let's see what he wants. Hot Wheels, another one of our sponsors.
It's got the hype music playing in the background. He's ready.
Yeah, let's do it.
Whoa! That was crazy.
Whoa! I need to see that again. That was 180 over backwards tooth to 180 out. Is that about right? Let's see.
Yeah.
180 over tooth grind to 180 out. That was incredible, actually.
That's insane.
Oh,
that's
my
so
goodness gracious.
And he did it
that
first
was
try.
So beautiful. Shout out to Fernando Latsko. Him and the Vita boys got to be stoked on that one. He made that look so easy, Nick.
That was a massive score for his first best trick attempt.
What's also crazy about that is there's not a lot of setups in Barcelona that you could practice that on other than at the competition course.
Yeah,
So
it's pretty hard to find that.
Yeah, that was absolutely awesome. People are going to be talking about that one for a while. All right, here we go. Eduardo Rodriguez.
Ooh, 3 combo. That was a lot to squeeze on that rail.
That was a lot to squeeze in that rail. Let's take a look at the replay. Pegs, tire ride.
So much airtime on that whip.
Right.
How do you think on the first round of best trick went, Catfish?
Oh man, I gotta give it to Fernando on that one, man. I think as far as difficulty goes, Latsko definitely is on top. And as you see on the scoreboard right there, the judges think the same as me. So we're gonna go back to Jack Miller for his second go.
Oh, Rodriguez come through with a score right there. Just put him into first place. He's 20 points clear of Fernando.
134.5. That's a lot.
2 more rounds of best trick to go. One of them counting towards their final score. So it'd be interesting to see how this goes now. Jack Miller dropping in. Oh, he wants that combo.
Wow. Yeah, the manual lines are high risk, but also high reward. And again, a manual is balancing on the back tire, and it allows these riders to link tricks together. And that's exactly what Jack Miller was looking to do right there.
Get the special bar up.
That's it. So Sasha Cambone.
He was looking for that bar spin in the previous run into the manual. Maybe he's going to have another go at it.
Let's see what he's got. Here comes the Frenchie.
Oh. Dropping the manual. It's so hard to land in a manual.
Yeah, that's a rough one too, where you know these guys are doing incredibly difficult technical tricks, and you mess up on a manual. But
he's also transferring from a smaller ramp up to a bigger one.
To a bigger ramp, yeah, and you're coming down the transition as you catch the bars.
But if that pays off, if he gets that, that's a huge payout score-wise.
So Sala Cabeza will have his second go. The 360 BS rider. Again, thanks to 360 BS for being one of the media partners, along with TV3, Esport, Teledeporte, Sport, Flax FM, Ole, and of course 360 BMX.
Yeah, he's definitely looking for something more there.
And this is a little bit different than typical best trick contests. Sometimes best tricks competitions are a jam, so the riders have a little bit more time to get used to it. This one, you only got 3 shots at getting that trick that you want to throw down. So Sala will have to wait on his third go as we wait for Saul Villar.
It definitely increases the pressure when you've only got 3 attempts. It's
oh yeah, and not to mention, I mean, talking about pressure, it's one thing that for in your own mind you got to pull the trick. Now you have to do it for the judges, and you have to do it on the spot in front of a massive crowd. Lots and lots of pressure. Bar ice.
He just caught the end of that rail though.
Is he
got a little squirrely on the landing?
Footed, huh? Does he think he's goofy footed? He grinded.
It's hard to say. When people can ride both ways, it's pretty difficult to tell these days.
Welcome to my world. I didn't know what the tricks name were 20 years ago. Now they're doing them both ways on the other side of the bike. It's hard to get old.
I had the same thing in skateboarding earlier. It's quite hard to tell.
Oh yeah, how was skateboarding? It looked awesome.
Yeah, the men's finals was insane. It was so tight in the top 5 riders, I think it was.
I also think one of the cool things about Extreme Barcelona, why we get so much good action from the athletes, is when you're in a good mood, you're going to ride better. And it's impossible not to be in a good mood when you're in Barcelona, Spain.
That's true. Oh,
there it is. Yes. Nose 180 bar.
That's huge.
From Anthony Perrin.
He'd be stoked to get that out and get that done.
So that'll help his score a bunch. Watch this one. So we call this a nose wheelie, bouncing on the front of the bike.
Get that
spinning
pop.
180 and then throwing his handlebars at the end. If you miss those handlebars at that last second, you're going right to your back.
And we all know how much that sucks.
Yeah, I fell very hard yesterday doing nothing. BMX is rough.
Turns out hard objects say you hurt quite a lot. Anthony's in first place with 160.
Oh wow! He's checking his looks like he's checking his crypto right now.
Yeah.
Maybe buying some more. He's in a good spot right now. All right, Alvaro, let's get this. He's looking for something wild.
See if he's
Here
got
we
this.
go. Come on.
Oh, he's switching it up.
Oh!
When you're going fakey at that speed and you get a little loose, it's hard to get it straight again. It's hard to gather.
And with him, there could be anything on the end of that trick. Let's see. So he's looking for this 180 bar, but he's going back so fast. So
That's switch.
Oh,
Is it
that
switch
was
or is it
switch.
goofy? I think it's a switch, 180 switch bar.
But he's looking for possibly a fakie whip, fakie double whip, fakie downside whip. His trick repertoire is so big that he could really do anything out of that.
Yep.
So as it stands right now, Perrin, Rodriguez, and Villar in the top 3. Let's go on the outside of the podium, but he can change that with one trick. Let's go for.
Bang.
All right. Pegs over pegs 180. Keeping it safe, possibly.
Yeah, definitely having 2 after his first banger, having a second safety, and then in the last run he can just go for it.
For sure.
He's in a good position right now, so he can really. He's doing it to his, doing for his best interest.
So let's see what the judges think of Fernando. Let's go. First run score is a 45. Second run score 30.50. He'll take that. So Perrin, Latsko, and Rodriguez, your top 3 right now, but we still got some riding to go.
Well, technically the leader, Rodriguez. Let's see if he pulls this off.
Let's see what he's got. Come on. Come on. Argentina in the building.
Last of the second runs. Oh.
All right. Bar spin pegs over tooth. He certainly wanted more. Maybe he wanted a tooth to nose.
He's got the pressure now because he's got to come through on that last best trick.
See if we can figure out what he was looking for here. Bar spin, pegs, over tooth.
I think he wanted something out of it.
Yeah, maybe
quite a bit of rail
bar
left.
Spin? Let's see.
I think so.
Yeah, maybe a bar spin out of that. That would have been insane.
That's so close to the ground. It's like, spin the bars in that amount of space.
So he's currently in 3rd place. First run score 43.5 and the best trick. So he gets a 20.33. That bumps him up in a second. We still got some riding to go.
Senor Titanic, Anthony Perrin in 1st place right now.
Let's go.
All right, here we go. The last of the 3 attempts of best trick.
This is going to decide it right here. Love to see Jack Miller pull this. He's all the way down. If nothing else, pull this last trick here in the finals. Again, Jack, no stranger to the finals. No stranger to the podium.
Big turnout in the crowd today.
Yeah, I just saw Gordo Troy in the crowd there. Shout out to the Argentinian beast out there. Shout out to all the BMX riders, homies.
He's the 5th judge.
He's the 5th judge. That's fair. That is very fair. So Jack Miller. Good look at the crowd out there. Always amazing crowds at Extreme Barcelona. Come on, Jack. Here we go.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Chasing that one.
It would have been stoked for him to end it on a high with landing one of his best trick runs. I'm sure he's stoked to be in Barcelona no matter what.
For sure. And this is only day number 2 officially of Extreme Barcelona. Tomorrow we also have some more BMX. We got the UCI female and male Parc finals. Nick and I will be calling that tomorrow.
That's going to be crazy. The course looks wild this year.
Yeah, I mean, every year they
Huge.
outdo themselves. And that's the crazy thing about BMX park riding. It gets crazier every single year. The European champion, Olympic silver medalist, defending champ Kieran Riley looking to do it again. Cambone,
Oh.
my goodness gracious. That was a 180 nollie double bar spin attempt.
That was gnarly.
I'm telling you, do yourself a favor if you're watching this. After this, follow Sasha Cambone on social media. Look at some of his videos. At just 16 years old, he is the future
Is that Mike
of
Hucker on his shirt?
street riding. What's that?
look like old Mike Hucker on that shirt.
It could be. That's his fashion. You know, BMX fashion. Who knows who's on that shirt? So, Sala Cabeza. What are we going to get out of the cult crew rider?
Yeah, he'd be looking to get something here on his last attempt for the locals.
Pegs up to bar.
I think he was looking
It
like
counts.
to go over to that. He was looking to go over to that little cradle there. Maybe do a pegs up bar into the cradle manual or something, you know. He was
Take a
pretty
look, see
close
what
to
he's
the edge.
thinking about. Yeah. Pegs.
He's just leaning a little bit right there on the
Oh, yeah. I think
on
you're
the,
right.
on the grind.
So, Sala Cabeza, third best trick score, 22 even. So that'll put him at 105.66. That'll be his keeper score.
See if I can make it into the top 3 here.
Come on. Saul Villar.
Whoa, into the Manny.
Wow.
I wonder if that was what he's looking for in the last attempt.
I think
Manny.
that's probably... Yeah, let me take a look at that replay and see it again.
Yeah, he's definitely looking for the Manny versus
Wow,
the
yeah, you're
ice.
right. Versus the ice, you're right. So this is a bar spin. Watch his back tire.
So much precision. Oh, he's-
Right on that rail. He kind of went off the right of it, but that'll still count.
yeah.
So let's see
I
what the
hit
judges
it.
put him here. First run score 30. Second best trick score 22. This is going to eclipse one of those for sure.
$35.
And then it does
His best so far.
35.17. So the 22 will get thrown away. The stylish Frenchie, Anthony Perrin.
Put some Bad Bunny on and he's off.
Here we go. Let's see what we got. It's your current leader. Whoa, he was going bar ice 180. That'll still score well.
It might affect his placement though, because his first run was only a 26.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to see where this goes. If that score is higher than the 26, he still might be okay in the podium. Yeah, he definitely wanted that 180 out.
Looked like he was about to go for it. Just
Yeah.
hesitated.
So that might eclipse, yeah, just a little bit. The 29.67 will be the keeper. 26 will be throwaway. He's still in first place. So Alvar Esquivel testing out the durability.
A little spring action from that. Little
My
assistance
goodness
from the bunny up.
gracious. Hey, does he want to down whip into that?
That would be crazy.
Oh my goodness gracious. Great view of the seawall in the background, the legendary Fòrum seawall. So many insane tricks have happened at this exact spot.
On the biggest obstacle of the park. The highest, let's say. I'm not sure about
This
that
could be
plastic
really-
though. Let's see.
Yeah, this could be really difficult if the top of that is giving a little bit. The crowd's getting behind him. He loves that energy. Let's see what we got.
It's also more
Costa
slippery than the
Rica,
wood.
come on.
It's got more slick traction compared to the wood surface. Might affect his when he leaves the ground here. Yo!
Wow. Massive tail whip dropping. Looks like he's going back up there. He's saying, I'm doing this for you guys. He wants to do it one more time. This won't count for the judges. It won't count for his score. This is only for us and the good folks at the Fòrum here in BCN.
Loving the crowd.
Does he want a double or does he want a down whip in?
I think he wants a double.
He
yeah,
wants
that's
a
a
double.
double.
I think he
that's
wants
a double.
a double. You are right. Oh my goodness.
That's a lot.
Whoa. He's going to keep that one. Again, first run score will be the keeper. That was just for us.
Look how early he catches the first whip here. Like, he could have done a second, you know? He could have squeezed it in there.
Oh, yeah, he definitely could have squeezed it in. That's still a big drop into our non-BMX fans out there. If you're thinking, does that hurt your wrists and ankles? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. Every single time. And BMX riders are some of the toughest athletes on earth. So Alvaro will keep that last trick 18-something. So he's in sixth position. Fernando Latsko, the Vida rider. Let's go for.
Oh, came off the end there. He'd be stoked right now. He's in a good spot.
He should be, yeah, he should be.
2 good best trick pulls and yeah. That first best trick of his was insane.
Yeah. So now it's a waiting game. His first two tricks will be his keepers. The last one will be a throwaway. So Latsko's currently in third place. He would love to stay there. Now he's just waiting and watching.
Rodriguez needs this to move from second into first. He needs at least, what? 35, I think. Whoa!
180 on.
I think that might be it.
Half cab whip. That's going to be a high score. That's probably going to be the highest score.
Oh, he got a blowout. Looks like he got a flat tire on that.
Wow, that's extra street points. Pulling it with the blowout.
That was crazy. I think that scored pretty well with the judges. And
yeah, for sure.
I
agree with you.
Considering his first run that he kept, his score is going to be pretty high. What do you think, Catfish?
Oh man, this is gonna be good. We're gonna see this here.
Oh, okay, that's it.
Final.
Damn,
so
he
Rodriguez
got it.
walking away with first. The Argentinian Anthony Perrin, the Frenchie that lives in Spain, and Fernando Latsko, the German that lives in Spain as well. First, second, and third. Eduardo, Perrin, Fernando. What an awesome street competition. This was really, really good. What do you think, Nick?
Yeah, that was great. Honestly, it was some epic tricks happened, and I'm stoked to see everybody have a great time.
Take a look at some of the replays here. A big thanks to all of our sponsors. Obviously, Barcelona Extreme, Hot Wheels, Ajuntament de Barcelona, our officials, Yaritos, Glober, Panots, Posca, Mascote, Move It, Estrella Dam, TMB Chile, Gizmania, Skate Pro, Revhorn Art. A big thank you to our media partners, TV3, Esports, Teledeporte, Sport, Flax FM, Ole and 360 BS. This has been an amazing contest, and we're not even halfway done with the weekend, Nick. Street
No,
was today.
we still got tomorrow. We got Parc women's and men's finals.
That's right. The UCI women's Parc finals start at 1:20 and 3:20 and Spanish time, and the men's UCI Parc finals get underway at 4:40.
Street final. It's a wrap. What a final. The final results and the winner was decided in the last best trick. From who? From Mr. Nicaragua, Eduardo Rodríguez. Eduardo, has ganado con el último trucazo. Ha estado muy empatado con Anthony Perrin. Ha habido una batalla muy bonita. Tío, has ganado en Barcelona. ¿Cómo te sientes?
Me siento muy contento y más ahora que estoy viviendo aquí. Wow, llegar y ganar es increíble para mí. Un logro más. Estoy muy contento.
¿Qué te ha parecido el parque? ¿Es un parque nuevo? ¿Es un parque pequeñito? ¿Hay que ser rápido? ¿Qué tal te ha ido?
Me encanta porque tiene obstáculos para ambos lados, para rider tanto derechos como izquierdos, así que contento, tiene mucho juego.
Grande, tío, muchísimas felicidades, tío. Okay, guys, last final coming soon. Scooter Street final.
Yeah, we can't wait to see that. It's coming up in about 30 minutes, I think.
What an event. That'll be a good one to watch. Check out the crowd right there. And on the screen, you have it. BMX Street men's final. Eduardo Rodriguez, Anthony Perrin, and Fernando Latsko. Eduardo is from Nicaragua, not the USA, but if you want to give him a USA flag, that's okay as well. A big thanks to everybody behind the scenes. Thanks to all of our sponsors. Thanks to our production team. And the biggest thanks goes to everybody out here supporting Extreme Barcelona. You guys are the reason that we do this. Nick, thank you. This was an amazing contest. And we get to do it all again tomorrow for BMX Parc. For
see you guys
the
tomorrow
ladies
for
and the men.
BMX. Yeah, it's going to be great.
We'll see.
So
thank you, everybody. We will see you tomorrow.
Go ahead. See you, Catfish.
Bye.
See you guys later.
Thank you very much.